clicked on this link because you're thinking of moving to the Castle Rock area in 2023. Well, we're going to tell you everything you need to know, good, bad, ugly, so stay tuned.
So it's Laurie and Kalene. We are here in a parking garage for just you today. So if you're wondering where we're at, we wanted to highlight this amazing mural. The thing we love about Castle Rock is there's tons of murals all around. So we're going to show you some of that today. But if it's your first time to our channel, hit the subscribe button or the bell as we go over everything you want to know about moving to Castle Rock in southern Denver. We help people make that move all the time. We absolutely love it. We helped over 100 families move from out of state to Colorado last year. Absolutely love it. Give us a call or text anytime. Reach out. 720-438-4181.
Okay guys, so we are bringing you everything you need to know moving to the area 2023. So I hope that the sound is good. We are in a parking garage, but Castle Rock is just inundated with many different murals and art pieces, art sculptures scattered throughout the city. So we're going to try to highlight some of those while we cover some of this information.
So I love Castle Rock, one of my top places to live here in Colorado. I think the downtown is amazing. Niche.com gave it a grade A for
well, I was going to say not only are you in agreement, but Niche.com,
cute city.
Yeah, gave it an A rating.
So if you want to live like in a big city, but kind of live like in a smaller area of that city, Castle Rock, great schools, great parks. We're going to give it all to today on things you must know when moving to the area. So great grades from Niche.com, which is something to really think about.
Yeah. So Castle Rock itself is definitely a kind of younger city, younger new city, younger in the fact of like the age of the homes and, you know, the surroundings. Like it was, because it was established, a lot of it within the last 30 years, there actually was like a planning department that was involved with it. Even for a small town, they have parking garages because there's a lot of people in a smaller amount of area. And so the city itself, like everything is just kind of fresh, new. It's kind of that mountain modern kind of look, but also a traditional, lots of brick, stone, all around the city.
Right. And I would say a lot of new builds. Homes here, like Kalene noted, are newer, they're less than 30 years old. If you want a new build in Castle Rock, definitely something that is expanding in this area. You're talking probably from the lower 700s to get into a new build. They do have some spec homes now that wasn't in existence probably about 6 months ago when the market was so crazy. There are some homes that you can get into a new build. We have clients who contract all the time on spec homes when they're thinking of moving here, or you can do a dirt start and build up from that foundation and pick all your finishes and home styles and everything. You might be talking a little bit more at that price point, but definitely newer homes in the Castle Rock area. And we do talk about housing prices, and we, you know, Denver is, you know, pulls a higher home prices than maybe national averages, or from like, let's say Colorado Springs or from Fort Collins. However, if you look at Castle Rock, you know, more expensive than Colorado Springs, but it is cheaper than like Highlands Ranch or Parker. You can get a little bit more for your house, or Castle Pines is a lot more expensive as well, but you can get more for your home here in Castle Rock.
So the average salary amount for somebody, or the median, not average, but the median salary amount, or what they're earning for income, is at $110,000. So, you know, a lot of the people that are living here do have more of a career. I know for a fact though, over the holidays, we had a family friend down, and they actually live in one of the apartments that are over by the Great Divide Brewing Company. They live in a 1-bedroom apartment. It's just over $1,500 a month. She works at the brewing company downstairs, and she pulls in over $600 a day in tips.
Oh, wow.
She actually is going into real estate, but she said it's really hard to give up that $600 a day cash when she's waiting tables. So what that tells me, though, is that there is a lot of people that are out and about, and they're going to the breweries downtown, they're bicycling, and people working downtown, but average salary that you would want to plan for is $110,000 plus.
Right. So it's a lot higher. That even in Denver is around 75 for your median household income. So a little bit higher here in Castle Rock, Castle Pines, that southern Denver corridor, I would say. But a great thing about, if something you need to know is, I would say Castle Rock. I mean, Denver's a pretty fit city in and of itself. We're known for that. But here in Castle Rock, they have over 93 miles of biking and hiking and walking trails. That is what you move to Castle Rock for.
There are trails,
a lot of our families
everywhere.
Zoning. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can see the mountains in the background, but you're not like right out skiing, but you have hiking, you have biking, people just live and breathe the outdoors here in Castle Rock.
Well, and it's not only just Castle Rock. Like, you can go just north to Larkspur, like not even 10 minutes on the highway, and then there's the Blue Spruce mountain trails up there, and that really is, it's not like your paved trails and walk paths. It's more nature and hiking, single track mountain biking out there, and that's within 10 minutes. There is actually quite a few very nice golf courses around Castle Rock as well. I'm not a golfer, but a lot of people, I think Bear Dance is
that's my husband's favorite golf course he's ever golfed here in Colorado.
Isn't it like super, like, don't you have to be invited by a member or anything?
It's pretty posh. Yeah, you can't just like show up and join. It's kind of, but there's ways to get on.
So Bear Dance is around here. There is a Plum Creek golf course, and then there's one, isn't it called Red Eagle, or what? One of those.
Red Hawk.
It is Red Hawk. That's what I meant, not Red Eagle, Red Hawk golf course. But a lot of people that golf just rave about the golf courses, and I think part of it is because not only are you on a beautiful golf course, great weather, but you have some amazing views all the way around in Castle Rock. So you can golf, you can hike, you can bike. You can also go to the Chatfield Reservoir. It's only 25 minutes from Castle Rock. So if you are a boater, you can kayak. There's even horseback riding. I didn't know. You can reserve camp spots there, and you're only 25 minutes away.
And one thing we talk about, what we love living here in Colorado, is that you can go to so many different places on the weekend within an hour and a half. You're close to Boulder.
You just went up to Granby,
Winter Park. You're close to boating. You're close to Breckenridge. I mean, there's so many different places to bring yourself, your family, go and enjoy the weekends, that you honestly never run out of things to do. You always are talking to people who love the outdoors, or even if you don't love the outdoors, there's places to visit and just meet other people who also love the lifestyle that you love.
And I think that's why people love Castle Rock or some of these South Denver areas, is that yes, you can get out, be a weekend warrior, go see all of those things, but even your day-to-day, like, Colorado makes it really easy for you to have an active lifestyle. And all of the cities and towns, especially in that the Denver metro area, really are built around that type of lifestyle. And so you'll have, within walking distance, all your grocery stores that you would need. There's restaurants and dining. There's all the shopping that you would need. I swear there's Home Depots and Lowe's on every other corner. But it really helps with, it's very walkable in general,
right.
Not in the entire city, but more so South Denver, Castle Rock area.
So things you need to know when you're moving to Castle Rock is grade A city according to niche.com.
I have one more thing.
New city, or not, I know I'm not done, I'm just recapping. Okay. It helps me to recap.
Okay.
We like to spider web. New city, homes built in the last 30 years. Great. You can move here for the vibe, you move here for the lifestyle. You have a great access to the outdoors. Schools are a great option.
Well, and
a lot of people hear about Douglas County schools, and they want to Douglas County schools. And that's why you move to like Castle Rock and Castle Pines if you want that school
Well, and
system.
it's still that smaller community feel over in this part of Denver. One thing that I noted that is very different from Castle Rock, South Denver than a lot of places in Denver is the fact that if you are really seeking out a newer home or a new build home, there are so many new build options throughout South Denver and really the Castle Rock area. Like, you'll look over at the terrain and there's 3-4 different builders for just that one section.
With planned communities,
over
with
in
pools
Montaigne, there's, you know, a whole nother group of builders. You can go a little bit south into, north into the South Denver area, and there's Century Communities, local homes, Richmond, Horton. So really, many options when it comes to new build. There's a lot of moving parts with new build, and so the best thing you can do is just give Laurie and I a call. You know, if you're looking at moving out here and you're seeking out a new build, you do probably, and you want to go through the traditional build experience, I'd start planning almost a year ahead. A lot of these builders have, you know, an 8 or a 10 month build time. But if you're just looking for a new build that's a good deal, then you're talking more just a couple months out, where we want to see what's in production.
They'll do a lot of builders right now will do
And
those rate
that's
buy-downs.
really where it's at right now, are those inventory new build homes. Like, you can get some killer deals on them right now.
Right. So those are some things you need to know. We're gonna get out and show you. We always like to talk to you first, but we're gonna get out and show you exactly what this downtown Colorado Castle Rock area looks like. But if you were thinking of moving here, reach out. We'd love to help you make that move. 720-438-4181. All right, so this is your classic downtown Castle Rock. And if we talk about why Castle Rock is named, it's because of the rock on top of that bluff. That is the castle.
And on top of that rock is a star. You can't see it during the day, but they put that up. I just read about it.
Oh yeah, it's
after the Great Depression.
TED Talks with Kalene.
It's Can you see it? It's
you can see the flag, I think, a little bit. They can probably see the flag.
That's iconic Castle Rock. Some of these cute spaces down here, though, you know, definitely newer buildings, and then also some eclectic, like, bike shops and bagel shops and whatnot. What is the Italian food restaurant you were talking about that's in the old church? Yes, I have yet to go there, but.
So these are some apartments, and then there's a river walk that goes through the downtown area. You have a lot of original homes that feed off of Plum Creek that way. Some of the older homes, but a lot of the homes in this area are newer as it has expanded, but you can see a lot of trails. There's someone running. I'm sure she loves to have a picture of her running. I know I would. But here's the Great Divide. We talk about breweries, but people are walking around midday on a Tuesday, just taking advantage of all that this Castle Rock area has to offer. Again, it's about that lifestyle. Again, a great thing about living in Castle Rock, even southern Denver, is that the city planning really does allow for open space. So it's really easy to develop everything and then not keep the open space, the parks, as part of the community. But you can see just on this sign in one of our top neighborhoods, Future Park Development, it is property the Philip S. Miller Park, and they are going to develop that as an open space park for this community. So one thing we love about Castle Rock, and you can see from straight ahead, you know, this is a new build area we talk about, but a lot of these communities are being built into areas that have established homes with some land. So the house right in front of us, you can see it has an RV. It has the traditional home that was built there from the 1950s and 60s. The original owners of that land is probably worth a pretty price tag nowadays, but they are still living on it. So eventually I'm assuming that will be developed, but right now it is privately owned.